The whole thing just slid backwards. Above the display is a HD camera, so it's only capable of 720p video. I think the camera actually looks very good with some decent lighting. The microphone sounds okay, it's not too bad, but I'll let you judge both yourself. There's an RGB SteelSeries keyboard, which I enjoyed typing on, although there appears to have been some small sacrifices. For instance, there's only one Windows key, which may sound trivial, but I'm used to using the one on the left, and there's only one on the right. The numpad and arrow keys are also pretty close to the rest of the keyboard, which seemed a little odd considering that 17-inch laptops usually have plenty of keyboard space. The keys do look to be a little further apart than usual though. I only found minimal flex while pushing down quite hard on the keyboard. It's fairly sturdy. The lighting can be adjusted through the included software, and there are a number of effects available that's very customizable. This is the first laptop I've had that allows full individual key customization, which was nice. I personally won't be customizing individual keys, but it's a nice option to have that I know many people will use. Towards the right under the power button is a button that allows you to easily cycle through lighting effects, and the button under that is used to change the fan speed of the laptop. I also found the touchpad to work pretty well. There are physical left and right buttons which are quite loud and very clicky. Moving on to the available I/O, on the left we have a Kensington lock, air exhaust vent, gigabit Ethernet port, HDMI port, mini display port, a USB 3.0 Type A port, a USB 3.1 Type C port, and 3.5mm headphone and mic jacks. Over on the right there's a built-in SD card reader, two more USB 3.0 Type A ports, another air exhaust vent, and the power input. All three USB Type A ports light up red while the laptop is powered on. However, you can disable this in the software. There's nothing on the front other than some status LEDs, and nothing on the back other than a couple of air exhaust vents towards the corners. Up on the lid there's the MSI logo, which lights up white while the laptop is powered on, and subtle grey branding down the bottom. The metallic lid was a fingerprint magnet, but nothing that a quick wipe with a microfiber cloth could fix. Underneath there's some air intakes to keep everything cool, as well as some rubber feet which both help prevent the laptop from moving around on flat surfaces when in use, and also rise it up slightly to help let cool air in. There's also two 2-watt speakers and two 3-watt subwoofers on the bottom of the laptop towards the front, and they actually sound really good for laptop speakers, at least compared to what I've previously reviewed. I was really impressed. There's a little bass, and even at maximum volume they still sound quite clear. Powering the laptop is a 51 watt-hour 6-cell battery, and with a full charge and doing basic tasks such as browsing the internet and watching YouTube with the screen on around half brightness, keyboard lighting off, and background apps disabled, I was able to use it for 2 hours and 50 minutes. While playing The Witcher 3 with medium settings and Nvidia's battery boost set to 30 FPS, the battery lasted for 46 minutes and 50 seconds. Overall, it lasted a little less than some of the smaller 15-inch laptops that I've tested with similar specs, owing to the smaller battery. It would have been nice to have a larger battery, but it's always going to be a trade-off with overall size, power, and cooling capacity. Speaking of cooling, during normal use with an ambient room temperature of 20 degrees Celsius, the CPU idled at 39 degrees Celsius, while the GPU idled at 37 degrees Celsius. While benchmarking for around an hour at the same room temperature, the CPU reached a maximum of 81 degrees Celsius, while the GPU peaked at 76 degrees Celsius, which I think was a fairly decent result considering the large available cooling space. Not too bad at all. I also found the laptop to be fairly quiet when not gaming. At idle it sat around the 37 decibel mark, and I could barely hear it. This is what it sounded like. While running my benchmarks and gaming, it went up to 52 decibels, which I found to be pretty typical with gaming laptops, and here's what that sounded like. With the fans fully maxed out, it went up to 60 decibels and was very loud. Here's what that sounds like in comparison. I'll also mention that I did notice a little coil whine while playing games. However, once the fans kicked in, it was difficult to notice, and this will probably vary between laptops. Finally, let's take a look at some benchmarks. We'll first cover some real-world gaming benchmarks, followed by tests with various benchmarking tools. All tests will run at the 1080p resolution with all Windows and Nvidia updates to date installed. PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds played pretty well regardless of the settings used, although it's important to note that the results can change quite a bit depending on how many people are in the immediate area and what's going on. So use these results as a rough guide only. In Battlefield 1, we're almost able to fully utilize that 120Hz panel, even on ultra settings. You shouldn't have any problems at all playing this one. The Witcher 3 also ran pretty well. If you want to take full advantage of that high refresh rate panel mode, you'll need to look at using low to medium settings. Otherwise, it still felt nice and smooth at max settings. Watch Dogs 2 also played great, considering that it's usually fairly demanding compared to some of the other games that we're testing. We're almost getting 60 FPS.
And don't even think about looking at what's on it.
Buckle up, people.
Good to go. Opening fire.
The lieutenant's trying to escape.
¡Cada madre! ¡Que llaman emergencia apoyo aéreo! ¡Están muy lejos esos cabrones! ¡No podemos dar con ellos!
Get ready. Fire.
Copy that. We got more tangos coming in.
No podemos alcanzar el punto. Más en el punto vehículo.
Enemy reinforcements coming in.
That's it, we're clear.
Choppers and caps standing down. We're good.
Ah, hell. Well, there's always another chopper out there somewhere, right?
That's a hostile presence. I got a narco over here, next to the checkpoint.
Santa Blanca cartel is making large strides in purging the country of your rebel menace. We can't do it alone. Este insulso de Pacatari and his rebels, autodefensas, talk of raising you out of poverty, of putting control of the country's destiny in the hands of the farmer. But Pacatari lies. Men like him make their promises, give you hope, but all they want is power, control. We have seen it before, all across the continent. But Santa Blanca has put your destiny as an individual back in your own hands. This is the
Engage
reality
targets.
of the day.
Enemy down.
Not some fantasy.
Buenas.
Good shooting. Let's clean up and move on. These supplies will buy us a lot of goodwill from the rebels.
This way of life. Pinches lobos disfrazados de ovejas. We will do our part, but you must do yours. Do not support Pacatari and his rebels. Report any rebel activity directly to your local Santa Blanca organization. Juntos, we can defeat the rebel menace.
Ready? Fire, fire, fire.
Roger. What's your fucking problem? You just hit a civilian.
Got no tangos on my radar.
This is DJ Perico smacking you in the ass with more música than you can handle. Be the 10th caller when you hear the song of the day, Para la Calle, by DJ El Paso. And win an all-expense-paid vacation for two to lovely San Mateo. Once a haven for the Qataris 26 rebels, beautiful San Mateo has been taken over by La Plaga. And thanks to new security measures, cartel members can even walk the streets of picturesque Rosario without fear. Explore San Mateo's beautiful canyons and enjoy long afternoons knocking back birras and throwing rocks at rebel prisoners in their cages. San Mateo, land of peace and tranquility. Keep your radio tuned into SBC Radio for your chance to win.
Fire.
Roger that.
Engaging hostiles.
They've seen us.
¿Qué chingados esperas? ¡A partir de la madre con todo! ¡Vamos a hacerles 100 mangas! ¡Vamos!
You're back with DJ Perico, and on the phone we're talking to one of Santa Blanca's old sicarios over in San Mateo. Que pedo, güey? Security detail over here. Oh, espera, wait. I'm actually on the job right now. I'm looking through my scope on a rebel right now.
No hay nadie aquí. Esos cabrones estaban aquí descansados. Vamos a seguir buscando. ¡Órale!
Close your fucking fire! fire! Grenade, move! Clear on my side.
5 yards. She's still alive. But if it's deculturing apart her leg like that, she's gonna bleed out soon. Santa muerte bless her.
Órale, wey. Thanks for talking with us. And you take care out there.
Ready? Fire, fire, fire. Open fire.
Tango down.
Cartel soldiers. We need to keep a low profile.
Hemos detectado a soldados yanquis en la zona. Tienen luz.
Taking a shot.
Ya están por llegar los refuerzos. Eliminen a esa gente de inmediato.
Shitballs.
Find some fucking cover! Grenade, move, move, move! I copy. Got it.
No hay actividad en la última posición enemiga conocida. Comenzando. Nada que reportar por el momento. Continuamos con la búsqueda de los enemigos. Las tropas hostiles abandonaron esta zona. Todas las unidades salgan del servicio.
Bowman, this is Nomad. What have you got on Media Luna?
That province is all Unidad. A thug in uniform calling himself El Comandante is considered top dog out there. He's assisting Santa Blanca with security, especially against the rebels. We have to break up this little romance between Unidad and Santa Blanca, but since El Comandante always wears a mask, we have no idea who he is.
We'll look into that mystery for you and see if we can't make things uncomfortable for Santa Blanca along the way. Got rid of a cartel supply chopper here. Should make it easy to intercept and reroute it toward... It's the rebels. Let's get to it.
¿Por qué no se van a hacer su dispute a otro?
I'll drive.
I'm in. Let's go. Jesus, you just hit a civilian.
We're in Tabacal province. What can you tell us?
Tabacal was once a major coffee producer, but over the last few years, Santa Blanca has forced the coffee growers to become cocoleros instead, growing leaf exclusively for the cartel.
Who's our target?
A cartel boss named Madra Coca. The cocoleros are terrified of her. Take a look at the video I just sent and you'll understand why. She runs Tabacal like her own mini cartel. Production of coca leaf, distribution by truck and train, and enough security to keep the cocoleros in line and the convoy secure. All of it run with ruthless efficiency. efficiency. I'm in contact with a small group of rebels. They're willing to help us fight the cartel if we can prove our good intentions.
You got any suggestions?
2 things you can do to earn their trust. First, an old cocalero named Chavez has been trying to get the farmers to stand up to the cartel. Word is he's giving a speech to the cocaleros at the agricultural cooperative. Make contact with him there and keep him safe.
What else?
Supposedly, the cartel collects their coca in this province from a single farm. Ambush the cartel when they come for the coca. That should send a message to the cocaleros and disrupt Madro Coca's production.
Hold up, we got hostile activity. Down, you're giving yourself away. We rattled somebody's cage.
Un hijo de su puta madre nos está queriendo mandar al panteón. Sígaselo, pero ya.
They know we're here. Be careful.
No mames. Y ahora esos putos nos están dando con todo desde el oeste. Mándenles otra pinche patrulla ya. Aguanten, cabrones. Es una patrulla que va de ustedes. ¡A huevo!
One of these assholes just pulled up.
Familiarize yourselves with Bowman's briefing on Santa Blanca's coke production pipeline.
People at the top are El Yayo and La Gringa. Yayo's Bolivian, an ex-cocalero turned cocaine producer.
Gringa seems to be a disgraced chemist. She used to work for an NGO here in Bolivia before joining up with the cartel.
Looks like more sicarios want to get some.
Tenemos apoyo de los grupos de refuerzo. Están en camino para llegar a donde vimos por última vez a los enemigos. ¡A partir de la madre con todo! ¡Vamos a hacer
Looks like they cleared out just in time. They're coming this way. What do you want us to do?
Los cabrones no están aquí. Estos putitos se pelaron del pinche susto que les dio.
Okay, we're still
Looks like they're settling down over there.
They're onto us. Watch out.
Fire, fire, fire!
Los putos de puta mismos le están metiendo. ¡Manden esa pinche patrulla! Aguanten, cabrones. Hay una patrulla que va hacia ustedes.
Frag out.
They got reinforcements. All right, breathe.
Ya están llegando los pinches refuerzos.
Somebody's got a beat on. I'm engaging tankers.
¡Ey! ¡Algo!
Check the dump. Get the cover.
Thanks. Nicely done. With less cartel stations on the air, the rebels will be able to move into the area.
Kumpas, this is Pakatari. Because of your victories, my men are starting to have hope again.
Good morale makes a stronger soldier.
Yes, hope makes men fight. But our fight will need more than sentiment if we are to succeed.
Don't worry, Pac. This party's just getting started. Nomad out.
All right, I'm in.
Ready? Open fire.
Copy. I'm opening fire.
We need dead
Target
soldiers
down.
by the road up ahead. Looks like a traffic detail.
You guys all good? Damn, I love this job.
Fire.
Wilco, fuck, engage.
¡Soldados vivos! ¡Llenan de plomo esos culeros!
Oh, here we go. They've seen us. Tango down.
We got one of those cartel medals here. Some Sicario is gonna miss this. I think Santa Blanca gives out a lot of these. Hang on, I'll drive. Ready? Fire, fire, fire!
My friend can see they might sit down. At first, I thought he was just going to have me around for eye candy for the old wrinkled men to look at. But then he told me that Santa...
Holy shit, that's Pax guy.
There's a high-profile politician who's using Carzita's resort to hide his flings with local escorts. Get close to this asshole and record his next little fling. We'll post it all over social media and embarrass him and the cartel both.
Wounded us with some fucking reinforcements.